All right, so here is the deck. So what the deck wants to do is reduce your opponent's life total to 0 as quickly as possible. Now, rather than Burns' method of just bolting you repeatedly for the most part, this utilizes the prowess mechanic more so. So our main attacking creatures in this deck are Monastery Swiftspear and Soulscar Mage. Now, you might notice we've been playing a lot of decks with these lately, and that's because in a lot of formats they're pretty good right now. Being aggressive is good in a lot of formats at the moment. Not so much in standard, but this is we've done well with this in modern before. With these cards, we've done well in Pioneer before with these cards. So we should hopefully do well today. Now, the main difference, if you haven't seen these cards before, which, if you're new here or something, that is the difference is the one has haste and the other changes any non-combat damage to a creature. They changes it from points of damage into -1/-1 counter, so you can shrink creatures to sort of outsize them and that kind of thing. But otherwise, they're both 1 mana 1/2s with prowess. Now, the other creature that we have in this deck, and this is a point of contention for a lot of people, that is Runaway Steamkin. We have 3 here. So a lot of people are sort of on the fence on whether we use Runaway Steamkin or use Kiln Fiend. Now, I'm usually more in the Kiln Fiend camp because I like to punish non-interaction. Simply put, I like to punish non-interaction. Runaway Steamkin can often feel like it's a little win more. By the time you're casting spells and putting counters on it and everything, you've kind of already won the game. If you're removing 3 counters and then casting more spells and then removing counters and casting spells, you kind of just done what you need to do at that point. But it's worth trying out, specifically in like more, I suppose, more grindy kind of metagames and stuff, more interactive ones. So it's 1 and a red for a 1/1 elemental, and whenever you cast a red spell, if it's got fewer than 3 +1/+1 counters on it, you put a counter on it, and then you can remove 3 of them at instant speed to add 3 red to your mana pool. So you can cast 3 1-mana spells, put 3 counters on this, remove the 3 counters, get 3 red mana back. So you've essentially paid 0 for those spells. So it's really interesting. Look at to see how that works out. Then we kind of have our cantrips, I suppose, in the deck. So in order to make sure that we cast a bunch of spells, we need to make sure that we can draw into more spells and that kind of thing. So for that, we have 4 Crash Through and 4 Manamorphose. So Manamorphose, add 2 mana any combination of colors. So you usually just go red, and then draw a card, which means that you've now got 2 mana in your mana pool after spending 2. So it's actually technically cost 0, which is quite nice. Which means that it will trigger Prowess on these. It will put a counter on Steamkin because it is red. And yeah, it's all around one of the better cards in the deck. Then Crash Through does the same thing, except it doesn't give us mana, but rather it gives our creatures trample, which can be very, very relevant. If we have a Soulscar Mage with 5 or 6 prowess triggers on it, and we have an opponent with the token on the other side or something that's pro red or something, that's not going to get any damage through, but the trample will force it through. And it also replaces itself, so that's nice. Then in terms of direct burn, we have 4 Lava Spike. It's 1 mana sorcery, 3 damage to your face. No questions asked. We also have the famous Lightning Bolt. 1 red for an instant, 3 damage to any target. And then this is where it gets interesting. This is where it sort of varies in terms of burn spells from actual burn. We have Lava Dart. Lava Dart came into Modern through Modern Horizons last year and it's 1 red mana for an instant that deals 1 damage to any target, and it has flashback, sacrifice a mountain. So rather than paying mana for this, you can flash it back by sacrificing a mountain. And as you can see over here, we have 14 mountains in the deck in addition to the 4 fiery islets that aren't mountains, but we have 14 mountains to sack. So we can nearly always get the back end of this as well. It's for 2 prowess triggers and 2 points of damage. It's quite good for getting a little bit of extra reach and getting, like I said, double prowess triggers on these. Also, if it's technically 1 mana for 2 counters on Steamkin, which is quite nice. And then we have 2 Burst Lightning. It's 1 red for an instant, 2 damage to any target, but if you kick it by paying an extra 4, it deals 4 damage instead. Now, I like Burst Lightning when Steamkin is in the deck because you're much more likely to be able to get the kicker on it. because you can cast a couple of spells and then take the 3 mana, 3 counters off this to make 3 red mana, and now this only costs 2, technically, 2 extra mana to do 4 damage, so that's an option there. The Burst Lightning is also quite good against stuff like Batterskull and everything, because you can kick it potentially to deal 4 damage and sort of clear off that. Well, kill the germ, but you know, still. And then we have our sort of grind engine, or our value engine over here. We have 2 Bone Crusher Giant. We've seen this through standard quite a lot. It's very good. The Stomp is nice because damage can't be prevented this turn, which means you can kill things. If you stomp your opponent's face while they have a creature that's pro-red, that creature now doesn't really have protection anymore because the damage can't be prevented. Still can't be targeted, but damage can't be prevented. And also, whenever it's targeted, it shocks your opponent too, so that's nice. We also have 4 light up the stage to help us keep churning through the deck. And then at our top end, we have Bedlam Reveler. We've got 3 of them. 3/4 Devil Horror for 8 mana. But it also has prowess, and when it enters the battlefield, you discard your hand and draw 3 cards. So our hands are going to empty, hopefully quickly, and leave us with a Bedlam Reveler. Now, it costs 1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery in your graveyard, so it is definitely a common occurrence to have this come down for just red, and refill your hand. It is immensely powerful. It is so good. But altogether, this is a very, very tight little package. The main things that actually change in any form throughout different iterations of the deck are the Runaway Steamkin are sometimes removed from the deck entirely and replaced with Kiln Fiend, and sometimes not even Kiln Fiend is put in, and sometimes it's Mishra's Bauble instead. I'm not a huge fan of Mishra's Bauble, to be honest. I kind of prefer a slightly more threat density to my deck, but I can definitely see where it's useful, and it's a little more all in on the plan. And then the other ways that it changes, sometimes Burst Lightning is replaced with what is the other one? Sometimes Fork Bolt, and that kind of thing as well. And then Bone Crusher Giant is sometimes replaced with additional copies of whatever this card is at the time. Now over in the sideboard, we've a lot of good options in red, to be perfectly honest. First of all, we have our Graveyard Hate. We've got 2 Tormod's Crypt and 2 Grafdigger's Cage. Grafdigger's Cage particularly good against Dredge and everything, but also if we happen to come across like a Coco deck, they can't put creatures in from the grave or from the library, so that's nice too. Dragonclaw comes in against any other red decks, like particularly in the Mirror or against Burn. We got 1 Shrine of Burning Rage, which is 2 mana. At the beginning of your upkeep, or whenever you cast a red spell, you put a charge counter on it, and you pay 3, tap and sack this to deal damage equal to the number of charge counters on it to any target. So this is a way to sort of keep the game going long, if the game goes long, against like grindier games and grindier decks, that kind of thing. We have 2 Dismember as well to deal with anything particularly problematic or big. 2 Abrade to blow up artifacts or just additional creature removal. 1 Blood Moon. It's not super great at the moment, to be perfectly honest, but it's there as a one-off. And then we have 1, I'll go to this first. We got 1 Boil. So if you're against any decks that are running islands, well, this destroys all islands, so that's quite nice. But if you're running like if you're running against Dryad of the Elysian Grove, it turns all the lands into all types, so you'll blow up all their lands regardless of whether they're islands or not, so that's nice. And then we have 2 Kozilek's Return. So this is one of our main pieces of tech against, well, creatures or go wide decks, but also against particularly stuff like Auriok Champion, where they have protection from red. This is colorless, so it will deal the damage anyway. And that is the deck. It's quite simple and it's quite straightforward. It's easy to pick up. It's hard to master. I've been playing this deck for, I'd say about a year now at this point, if not close to it. But it is a very fun deck. It's very, very enjoyable. So we'll see how it goes. Yay, Tara, how's it going? Welcome along. We're going to be playing a little bit of mono Red Prowess before your work meeting. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. Hope the meeting goes well. Ooh, we're in nice and quick. That's good. Come on the play. Oh, yeah, we on the play. What is happening, Kirsty? How you doing? Welcome along. Also, will you stop with your grey hair? I can't see it. I can't see it. What are you talking about?
Is Kirsty there?
Yes, Kirsty's here, Leanne. Leanne's over in the background here, by the way. We can't keep this because there's no creatures.
Hello.
Oh, Jesus.
How are we all?
Leanne's here,
Hi,
waving
Tara.
away.
How are you?
I'm gonna bowl. Come on. Okay, at least we have something. At least we have something. I'm honestly considering pitching like 2 lands here. It's probably correct. Yep. Nope. Opponent just saying hi and good luck. Mono burn spells, it can seem fine, but the thing is, unlike actual burn, you're basically just gonna lose. You run out of steam way quicker with mono burn spells. You pretty much need a creature in your opener for mono Red Prowess, because the majority of your damage will actually come from your creatures. It's a weird one that's sort of like midway through sort of, what's the best way to describe it? Okay, I'm gonna crash through here. It's midway through like burn and red deck wins kind of thing. Please land, please land, please land. Come on. Yeah, we got there. All right. Let's go face. Let's go face. Yeah, you need creatures to win games. That's it. Exactly right. Bopping in with Soulscar Mage. Soulscar Mage has a funny chin beard thing. Not quite sure how to describe it. I would love something off the top like light up the stage. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. If this gets passed, I'm gonna have a sad time. Excuse me? Are we in the modern queue here? What's Demir Signet doing? Okay. Alright. I guess crash through, find another spell, find another land, find another creature, find something. I mean, sure. I don't know. This is weird, to be honest. I think I'd rather keep the higher damage burn spells, the higher guaranteed damage burn spells. For later, for extra reach, I think. Like once we hit with this, our opponent is 3 bolts away and we have 2 in hand. So if they don't do anything this turn, I can just bolt attack and they lose. So I'm kind of okay with that. I don't know what they're doing, but it definitely seems artifact based because the Darksteel Citadel as well. But I don't know. It's weird. Hangerback Walker. No, I don't want. Well, that's actually fine. That's actually totally fine. Because Hangerback Walker interacts very, very poorly against Soulscar Mage. Like very poorly. As in, I give it -1/-1 counters, so it then becomes a 0/0 when it dies. So there are no counters on it, which means that they get no Thopters. So I'm kind of okay with just bolting this, because it doesn't give them anything. It's very funny. It's very funny. Yep, it dies. It had no +1/+1 counters on it. What are you doing? What? Hold up. That is different from before. That's not supposed to happen. I had this checked with judges and everything because I wasn't sure. I'd faced this in Pioneer. And I've done this on Magic Online before. How the... What? Because +1/+1 counters and -1/-1 counters cancel each other out. That's the whole thing. You don't sit there with the +1/+1 counter and the -1/-1 counter at the same time. If they're both on there, they cancel out.
I thought they were
No, they cancel out because it's for ease of tracking.
Yeah.
Because if I like if that was a 4-4. If that was a 4-4 hangerback walker and I bolted it, it doesn't sit there with 4 +1/+1 counters and 3 -1/-1 counters. It would just become. It would just have 1 +1/+1 counter. What's this? So it checks on state-based actions. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. So basically, if the best way to describe it, I suppose, is like if you have a like that. If you have a 4-4. And you bolt it, it does end up, once state-based actions are checked, it does end up as a hangerback walker with a +1/+1 counter on it. But until state-based actions are checked, it's just it has both on it until state-based actions are checked, and then when they're checked, okay, that's really annoying. So basically it works down as far as reducing it to a 1-1. Okay. It seems unintuitive. But okay. I kind of just want to bolt here. What happens if I What happens if I attack? If I just attack in and I attack with this and they block with this and I bolt, yeah. I think I'm gonna have to just pass the turn and bolt an end step. It's super unintuitive. Yeah. So technically I was correct, but not in that one individual circumstance. That's so silly. Okay. What are they playing? What are they doing? Please. Why are you playing in Soul Artifact in what? Okay. Can't say I'm super on board with that. I think I just take this and bolt and then see what I draw. This kind of surprised me, to be honest. Not gonna lie. Now, if they have a counter, this would really suck. But I think it's my best line. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go for it. Don't have a counter spell? Okay, well, it resolved. That's a start. We're so nearly there. We are so nearly there. Okay, we will have to do some chumping this turn, but sure. I just gotta believe. I just gotta believe that I'm gonna pull that other lava spike off the top. Just be like, face. Go face. That's really annoying because that could have been another 3 points of damage to my opponent's face and they would be dead if I hadn't copped that. Or if I had have copped that, sorry. Oh, that's annoying. They should be dead. They should be dead. Yeah, they got to attack super carefully here. I don't think they can attack at all, to be honest. But, I wouldn't mind only the time that I learned about this, I was the person with the hangerback walker. I was like, oh yeah, -1/-1 counters and +1/+1 counters do cancel each other out. Oh well. So I don't think they have a pump spell, so I think honestly I can take this. Because I don't think they can, Like, they would have to play something else out here or have removal for more than one thing, I think. Which I don't think they have. Okay, do I wait one more turn? Do I wait one more turn and no. I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna attack. Let's see what they do. Come on, what you got? What you got? If they path now or something, that's gonna be really rough. Spirit colors? Oh Jesus! What even is that? Oh God. Okay, so sorry. Aethersworn Shield Mage with Flash. Whenever it enters the battlefield, prevent all damage to be dealt to artifact creatures this turn. Moto casual queue be freaking crazy sometimes. Well, you see, if I let it resolve, actually no, it doesn't matter because it'll be done in terms of damage. Yeah, never mind. This should work, right? But this deals 2 damage, but instead of doing damage, you should put -1/-1 counters on it anyway. So, if that makes sense. I believe I'm just dead, though. Unless they block a specific way. Maybe? No, I think I'm dead. If they just don't block 1, I win. Okay, so yeah. Alright, well. So I'm 1 spell short. Oh yeah, also since damage can't be prevented. Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. You're totally right. How should I do this? I don't think I can get around this now, though, is the only thing. Maybe I shouldn't have let that 6 through that time. I could... I could Bone Crusher this. That will reduce the size of this by 1. This will die, reducing the size of this. I think that's the way to do it. I think. Hopefully. Maybe. Hopefully. Maybe. Oh, sorry. This is a 6/6. So... No, actually, that doesn't do it. That doesn't do it. No, I think I'm just dead. I should have waited a turn. I don't think I can trade with the master. No. Oh, well, I could have done the... Well, no, it's not because if I had stomped the Master of Ethereum instead of killing the Shield Mage, it would have been a 5/5 with 2 damage marked and then 2 damage dealt to it. So, yeah. I think I'm actually just dead. Yeah, I'm just dead. Alright, that's fine. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to Sideboard. Alright, well, there's a lot of artifacts, so I'm good with this. It doesn't look like they have enough islands to warrant a boil, but Dismember looks pretty decent against the Ensoul creatures. Soulscar is probably one of our best creatures in this matchup as well, I would say. I feel if I had a Keepable 7, I would have won that game too. Absolutely. You know what? Actually, if I just bolted face, then yeah, I probably would have Been fine. Okay, what am I taking out? What am I taking out?
I never get going.
Lava Spike is the weakest card in the whole deck, I think. Burst Lightning. I don't think Burst Lightning lines up with a lot of stuff either, so I'll pop that out. Leanne's in the background. She's going shopping for a few minutes. She's stressed out, so she's going shopping.
Things have not got better. They got worse.
K-Return could be useful against like the tokens and stuff from Hangerback, but like I don't know. We got 2 more to pull anyway. I think I'm fine with pulling 1 more Lava Spike, and I think I want to try and maximize use of the Lava Darts in this matchup. They're going to be the ones that'll get us multiple prowess triggers. Honestly, Bone Crusher probably doesn't feel super great here either. I think I'm just gonna pull a couple like this. Like I know it's decent value and stuff, but it doesn't. Well, no, actually, it stops damage from being prevented. I'm a fool. Let's just pull the other Burst Lightning. Screw it. Yeah, a Braden Dismember definitely feel better than those cards, I think. So let's go with this. I'd love to play first. Decent opener. No. Deck. Okay, better. Closer, warmer. What the hell do we get rid of, though? I think it's... Is it Steamkin? Do we get rid of Steamkin here? There are 3 Steamkin main board, yeah. They are, depending on how the metagame plays out, it's either Steamkin, Kiln Fiend, or Mishra's Bauble. Well, I'm keeping this for sure. These are great, particularly in this kind of matchup. So is this. I definitely want to make sure I hit my 2 lands, so I do think it is actually Steamkin. It's our weakest creature anyway. So yeah. Leyline. Is this how today is gonna be? Is this what? Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, no problem, Tara. All right. Remind me to take all of my Lava Spikes out in game 3 if we win this one. Oh, that's really awkward. Okay. Let's go to combat, I guess. I think I'd rather get the light up the stage going rather than the Metamorphose here, I think. Cast with glasses. Alright, what we got? Something good? No, it's always Bedlam Reveler. It's always Bedlam Reveler. Yep, that's Bedlam Reveler gone. That's unfortunate, but gotta do what we gotta do. Okay. Okay, let's play a mountain. Let's Metamorphose. Red. Crash through. Draw a card. Come on. We can beat a ley line, right? Apparently not. Yeah, we can't Lava Dart their face. We can maybe Lava Dart ourselves, I guess. It's probably a line that I should have considered there. Actually, I should definitely have considered it there. If that's a path, god damn it. Yep, I guess that's fine. Boop. At least next turn we can cycle a Fiery Islet and not be worried about not having the right mana for the turn. So that's something, I guess. Unfortunate that we got the Bedlam Reveler on the light up the stage. Can happen sometimes. Psy Master Thopterist. Oh, I'm gonna hate him. So it's like an artifact tokens deck, which is real weird. That's nice. I'm gonna play this out. Swift Spear. Question is, how do I do this now? How do I approach this? So I could crack Fiery Islet to draw another card, but I think, yeah, let's do it. Sorry, no, undo that. Draw a card, please. There we go. Because we could have another creature that we can play here, which might be useful. Yeah. Let's bluff some stuff. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. I'm going to play Steamkin here. It's unlikely that they're going to be able to make enough Thopters this turn to have me too concerned, I think. Maybe. But we'll see. Okay, not ideal. Yep, if they could just not have Path Tribal, that'd be 10 out of 10. Weirdly though, it is kind of okay for my deck, because we're like, essentially they're pulling quite a lot of cards out of our deck right now. So that's 5, 6, 7. 7 of our lands left. There's only 11 left in 44 cards. So 25% of our deck is lands now. Time to go to combat. Do a stomp on them. Do a lava dart on them. Sacrifice this mountain. Get it again. If they have a counter for this or something, that's fine. But I do believe damage can't be prevented this turn, so yeah, I believe this is okay. Good stuff. Now we're probably going to have a pause before damage because our opponent's going to sit there trying to work it out. But, okay, good stuff. I don't really have to concern myself too much with this stuff, so I think honestly I'm just going to actually cast Bone Crusher Giant here. Pass turn. It's weird the Bone Crusher Giant has started making its way into the main deck. Personally, I had this, this was a 5-0 list from like 2 days ago. Personally, I had like 3 Bone Crusher Giant in the sideboard along with 2 Seasoned Pyromancer to sort of help deal with like longer, grindier games and stuff. I'm definitely going to abrade this, but at what point? I'm going to wait and see what they do. This is a weird game. Mostly because I don't really know what my opponent's doing. Okay. Lava Dart's pretty okay here, actually. I'm going to destroy this. They should have a counterspell, maybe? No? Yeah, maybe? Oh, well, rip. I'm going to take care of this now while it's available. This is what I was saying about Lava Dart being like exceptional in these kind of matchups. Because it's multiple removal spells for 1 mana, which is sick. To be perfectly honest, it's really, really good. Now we are like basically running on fumes here at this point. So if they have more stuff like paths and what have you, oh my god, can you stop with the path tribal, please? Please stop. They're still going to 10 and they've no board and they've 1 card in hand. So, like, based on their cards, from what I've seen so far, and our cards, we're probably better in the long game. Possibly. It really depends on their draws though, like massively. Okay, Padim, sure, that's rough. We're gonna have to find a way through that. I guess 1 attack with Bone Crusher Giant sort of stops it. Let's give it a swift kick. Let's go. Now they could end up dropping like another blocker or something here next turn or something. Hey, I wanted to play that Steamkin. What gives? I'm like 95% sure that I did not skip that step, but the fact that they drew a land there, that was pretty good for us. Okay. Yeah, I'll pre-combat Steamkin. See what they want to do. I'm gonna pass. I'll wait for them to tap low or try and gain life. Another land is very good for us. We can wait on pulling the trigger on this. Alright, let's go. So they have to have like the 4th path in hand or something. Oh, we can't bolt their face, right? We can't bolt their face. In that case, I'm gonna bolt this. I keep forgetting that Leyline Sanctity is a thing. I like, because it just sits on board for so long. Alright, cool. Right, so that means we definitely need to re-evaluate what we're doing here, based on what we saw there. So the lava spikes are now unplayable, utterly unplayable. What can we do? We can bring back in the burst lightnings. They don't really have graveyard stuff, so that's fine. Don't need Dragon's Claw. Blood Moon, maybe. Let's try Blood Moon. And then we got 1 more card to bring in, unless we want to get rid of something else. No, the rest of the stuff seems fine, I think. Let's go with... Yeah, let's just bring a burst back in. That's probably fine. We can kick it at some point and kill one of the 4 toughness creatures like Padim or Sai or something, so yeah, that's okay. That's okay, I think. Yeah, the lava spikes are pretty terrible. Now, I know I said I like keeping... Excuse me. I like keeping hands with creatures in them. Not these ones though. It's slow, but it's probably fine. Our opponent's game plan seems slow as treacle, like it's real slow. So for modern anyway. So yeah, I'll keep the Sanctity's fine. No big deal. All right, cool. Start with a 5-card hand. that's fine. Sanctity's not like, unlike Burn. Sanctity is not that not as powerful against Mono Red Prowess as against Burn, because well, a lot of the time we can do our own stuff with it, like because we're getting a lot of power off of our creatures. We kind of don't really mind like occasionally bolting ourselves or our own creatures or something, to make sure that we get that extra damage through. So I'm not too worried about it, to be honest. They're playing Signets and stuff. Like, they're ramping up and stuff. They've got 3 cards left in hand on turn 2. Like, they'd have to be some gas cards in order to make it worth it. But we'll see what they do. We could get a reasonably early Bedlam Reveler here if we're lucky. Because next turn, if we Manamorphose, Lava Dart, something else, that's 3. Actually, could we potentially... Okay, that's tricky. We're going to have to draw something good for that. But we'll see. Here's me saying that they're going to be real slow and they're suiting up their Signets. They keep doing stuff I'm not expecting. Okay. This is interesting. So if we Swift Spear... Yeah, put a counter on it. Yeah. Manamorphose, red. This could be a very, very good turn. Make a red. Okay, what happens if we... I guess if... Should we Lava Dart here? We'll get an extra 2 points of damage in. We can't Lava Dart their face, so it's just unfortunate, but... I think we should. Just the one, though. This means next turn I'll be able to play Reveler. So there's 2 in the bin, which means this costs 6, and I could take 3 off, so I have 4 here, but that doesn't do anything. So if I hit them for 7 now, what happens if I do this? I'll hit them for 8. Nah, it's not worth it. Okay, yep, let's go. Get that damage in. We need a Soulscar Mage. That's what we need. A Soulscar Mage or an Abrade will be ideal here. I don't know what it is about this deck, but I just love it. Absolutely love playing this deck. It's like you get to play an aggro deck, but you also get loads of different lines and stuff, which is pretty cool. Thopter's Spy Network. God damn. So basically, at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control an artifact, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying, and whenever one or more artifact creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. So I'm gonna draw a card off this, which is pretty good. Oh, they're not attacking though. Okay, that's good for us. Like really good for us. Okay, so we can This is really awkward. I think what we need to do is we need to Bone Crush. Okay, hold on. We need to remove the counters. We need to stomp this by paying the 2 mana. Activate Prowess and the extra counter. Okay, it's a little more convoluted than I expected. Okay, now we have 1 is still in the pool. There's 2 in the bin, so that's 3 off of this. So this costs 4, 5. That doesn't work, does it? Yeah, we unfortunately can't cast this just yet, which is not ideal. We could have taken the counters off, but I wanted to keep the Bone Crusher Giant around because, well, Bone Crusher Giant. I think this is worth it. So next turn what we can do is we can play Bedlam Reveler. Hopefully. We're in an unfortunate position. I think I have to attack with the Steamkin. Yeah, I'm going to attack with the Steamkin. Because if they block with the Azoria Signet, it means that they're going to lose their creature and trade for the Steamkin. But otherwise, I get 3 points of extra damage in. And I think at this point, the worst creature is possibly the Monastery Swiftsphere, but it's hard to gauge. But what's nice here is I can block with the Bone Crusher Giant and before damage Lava Dart the Signet, and that should kill it. So that's not too bad either. It does take us further off Bedlam Reveler, but I think I can live with that. Well, actually, would it? So I'd have 4 lands in play next turn. I could take 3 off this. It would cost 7. Yeah, no, I could actually play it next turn even if I do that. So I think that's not a bad call. If they decide to attack with it, that's okie dokie. If they don't, that's even sweeter. So, yep, cool. All right, so that's basically a free spell. Or well, this is actually a ritual right now. And it might actually be the card that wins us the game. Quite possibly. Because this enables us to take the 3 counters off this. I'm going to take the 3 counters off this. There are 3 in the pool here, so I can now play a Soulscar Mage. Trigger this. I should have played the Fiery Islet instead of the Mountain. I wasn't really thinking, but... Now I get to Bedlam Reveler for this many. If I draw a 1-mana spell, I think they're possibly dead. Lava Dart, target this sack a Mountain. Get a bunch of stuff. I think I have to take the counters off of Steamkin for this now. I'm going to risk it. Metamorphose. Let's go. Let's go. Get a bunch of stuff. Bunch of prowess triggers. This might have been a mistake to do this bit, but yeah, live and learn, I guess. Draw a spell. Draw a spell. Draw a spell. Draw a spell. Please draw a spell. Nice. Yes. Draw a spell. Come on. Come on, draw a spell. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you love to see it. You love to see it. Oh yeah. I'm good. I'm good. This feels good. I should have taken the counters off here actually, but you know what? Not a big deal. Not a big deal. They're dead. They're actually almost definitely dead. Yeah, let's go to combat. Screw it. Take tons. They're guaranteed dead unless they have something that can deal with probably the Swift Spear in hand, which if they did, they should have taken care of the Steamkin immediately, but they didn't. So I think they're dead. Oh, the crash through and everything, given the trample, that is beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, got there. Excellent. That was good. That was good. That was a good start. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, let's run it back. Yeah, this is one of my favorite decks in Modern. It's felt good for a long time. And it's yeah, it's real enjoyable. So let's just wait for another one to pop up here now. All right, Master 2010. Okay, we're on the draw, which is not great for us. Like, I'd much rather be on the play, personally. Much rather be on the play. But, against an unknown on the draw, is the Steamkin good enough? For science, I'll keep it, but if I was in, like, a tournament setting or something, I would probably mull this hand. Because it just doesn't do enough, quick enough, honestly. Snuck over far, so this could be an Erosa deck. It could be a number of things, actually, to be honest. But, yeah, I don't think I need to cycle a crash through or anything here. Field of Ruin. Explore. Okay. Well, having Field of Ruin and then also Explore, it doesn't hint that it's a... Is it a Scape Shift deck, maybe? Like a Titan Shift deck? Possibly. Growth Surf just coming in tapped. Okay. Oh yeah, because it's the bounce land. Sorry, my mistake. I was thinking of the other one where you had to game trail, where you had to reveal something from your hand. Oh, okay, that's kind of rough. I'm gonna play Steamkin because this gives us the better long game advantage. Though I don't know if we're gonna have much long game in this, to be honest. Considering Explore is a good card in and of itself, like, what were they thinking with Growth Spiral? Like, honestly, what were they thinking with Growth Spiral? Oh, it's a Sousa. So weird. So it's like a Titan deck, except it runs Field of Ruin. I haven't known it to run Field of Ruin, but maybe it's attack against like mirrors or something like this. Weird. Well, I can play a Titan next turn, and that's kind of scary. So, yeah. Okay. I think I just have to try and get as much potential damage ready for next turn. I think I'm gonna just have to set up for like a absolute tear out the gates next turn. Where I just cast an absolute pile of spells and sort of attack in for as much as I can. I guess I'll get in with the Steamkin here. Doing things pre-combat. Best thing to do. So this coming turn has the potential to be really good. But it really depends on what we get off this light up the stage and the crash through. If we get a bunch of like Metamorphoses and stuff, we're just going to be laughing. But I got a feeling that they've got something reasonable here. It is really unfortunate that we just have direct damage spells and stuff here. Okay, so this is the matchup where we bring Boyle in and we like basically just one-sided apocalypse them. So okay, this is bad. This is like hella bad. Yep. Okay, this is not good. Oh my god, stop playing lands. Lands are like some of the biggest design mistakes in modern or in Magic, in my opinion. They could even field of room me and kill my other creature. Yeah, this feels really bad. We're probably dead here. Yeah, this is like the Titan field deck, so I'm not sure what I do about this. Yeah, here it comes. Here it comes. Genuinely don't think we can beat this now. Yeah. We've got no advantage. This is what a hand looks like with no creatures. Just in case anyone was wondering. This is what a hand with no creatures looks like. Well, funny enough. I think I'm going to spike them because this light up the stage will bring me potentially another land. Which means that I can play another spell. Not quite just yet. Spiking them doesn't seem great here. But what else do we do? Guess I'll hit. Yeah. Yeah, not ideal. So they can play an additional 3 lands a turn. But they've only got 1 card left in hand, so they're considering losing the Dryad here. If they consider losing the Dryad, I'm pretty okay with that, to be honest. Okay, so now next turn we can kick Burst Lightning if we draw a land, which, yeah, I can live with. I can live with that. But it's gonna be rough. Well, there's prime time, so we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. We have Vesuva and Valakut. Oh no. Yeah, that's a lot of triggers. Yeah. I'm gonna just F6 and see what they do. No responses, opponent. No responses. Yeah, we did. That's fine. That's fine. Let's go sideboard. This can be a tough one for sure. So this is where we bring in Boil. This is tough because Blood Moon does and doesn't work against that deck, which is kind of awkward. But I suppose we'll see. We'll see. I guess Dismember is fine. Not great, but it's fine. Honestly, Steamkin feels too slow, so I'm going to pull 2 of them out. I don't want to pull too many because I don't want to be threat light, like I said earlier. The Bone Crushers deal with the creatures, with the small ones, while also being able to kill other stuff, but I don't think they do enough here, to be honest. I just think I want to be as wreck your face as possible, I think. Welcome, Tara. Welcome. We beat the first deck, which was a weird artifact, insult artifact, Master Thopter Signet deck thing. This is Titanfield. So they're playing like Valakut and Primetime and Azusa and Dryad of the Elysian Grove and stuff. That's why we're bringing in Boil. I don't know. Maybe Bone Crusher is okay. Maybe it is a case of just shifting the... Well, the Burst Lightnings are good at getting rid of like Azusa and stuff early without using any of your good burn. Maybe we just pull a Lava Spike or 2. because they do just go face. Which, while good, I think we need to. Yeah, let's just run this. See how this goes. It's been fun so far, though. Feels slower than Feather, strangely enough, but otherwise all right. Yeah, I like this hand. We're going on the play with the turn 1 Swift Spear. And backing it up with a Bone Crusher Giant seems pretty reasonable. I still think my favorite deck that I've played recently was Featherless Feather in Pioneer that I played there on Monday. I counted it up. I checked the video afterwards. We went 8-0. Went 8-0 with the deck. It was insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah, see this is what I was afraid of. This is why I was considering the Abrades earlier, but yeah, not much we can do about that, unfortunately. But we do have more creatures, so it's not too bad. They also can't activate it now, so let's try and get our damage in. Red, please. Crash through. Prowess trigger. Yeah. I'll do crash through again. I'd rather save the Lavadar for stuff like Azuzas and stuff. Or Azusa, sorry. Yeah, let's get him to 15 on turn 2. That's not too bad. Not too bad, considering we've only one creature. And see where it goes. Yeah, Jumpstart does have some interesting cards. It's weird. The whole idea is that you take like 2 20-card packs and just jam them together. They're both based on a theme, but you don't know what the theme is till you open it. So it's like zombies or fairies or whatever it is. I like the idea. I actually think it's a really cool idea, and I think it sort of bridges the gap between like limited and constructed, like they were intending. Because you kind of play them like more like constructed decks because they're somewhat like the packs because they're all based around a theme. They feel somewhat similar, and your decks will be evenly power leveled because it's all from the same set in the packs. And yeah, it seems cool. It seems cool. I'm gonna Manamorphose here. I may as well sort of make them do something, I guess. Make them pop off that E. Red. Give me a land, for crying out loud. Give me a land. Stomp them. Yeah, it is cool. Yeah. Yeah, let's go to combat. Make them pop the EE. Make them spend their turn popping the EE, which I'm personally okay with. Yep, there we go. It's not the worst thing that can happen. Now all we need to do is we need to just get... It's kind of awkward because they've double forest, to be honest. Blood Moon doesn't do as much here. To be honest, Blood Moon doesn't do a whole lot against that kind of deck anyway, but... Hey, Lan's home. Hey, Lan, how you getting on?
I am warm.
Lan is warm, apparently.
Yes, incredibly warm in here.
I'm gonna kill this thing. Let's kill it.
I think, oh, you have a bruise on my neck.
Tara wants to know how the shops were, by the way.
At first I thought, I was like, whoa, look at a massive queue for Tesco. And there was actually no queue for Tesco. It was queue for all of the other shops that have since opened back up. So like charity shops and things like that had queues outside them. So that was interesting. Tesco is fairly empty. It seems that all of the queues for Tesco recently have been because we had nowhere else to go.
Queues for Tesco being big because there's nowhere else to go seems about right. Yeah. I desperately need the next couple of draws to be like land here. No, why you do that? Okay. Well, you know what? It might still be fine. Go to combat. Boop you. paying an awful lot of life here, but it might be alright. I'm not sacking a land to put it to an 0-2. It seems unnecessary, but I got an extra little bit of prowess in there. Just need a land off the top. Come on, land. Okay, now I need this Blood Moon to land. I need the Blood Moon to land. Field of the Dead is going to end my game plan. This matchup was okay, and then Field of the Dead came through, and now it's just bad. And here's prime time. Okay, rip. Yeah, we're dead again. There is a way that we get out of it, but it's not very likely. We're gonna have to draw like a dismember here, which is really not gonna help. We're gonna be facing at least 2 zombies. As well, so I think they can't get another Field of the Dead and a land and still have it trigger, so I think they need to get 2 other lands. Oh, okay. So this is what I mean by screw this deck. Literally died with the hate cards in hand. Yep. Topic. I'm thinking about starting a part-time college course. Cool. What is it? Okay, that was unfortunate and felt terrible. So let's try again. Let's try again. That feels like a bad matchup. Now, unlike the likes of Standard or Pioneer or whatever, bad matchups are winnable. But in Modern, some decks just have horrendous matchups and you just can't beat them. You know. BA in Humanities with DCU. That's cool. Should let Leanne know, actually. What with her love for DCU and all that. Gonna mull this. Ooh. I'm gonna keep this and I'll pitch a mountain, I guess. I'm all in on this Soulscar Mage. Tron's a pretty reasonable matchup, actually, to be honest. So, if we can get out the gate quick enough, like this, we should be okay. Because to my knowledge, they don't have any main deck non-Tron based answer to our stuff, so we must believe in the mage. I believe in the mage. The mage has gotten me through many a game. Many a game. So we are going to get turn 3 Troned, regardless of whether we like it or not. So, ideal off the top here would probably be like a Swift Spear or something. But let's just 9 their face, I guess. No, you know what? I could actually crash through. Find another Swift Spear is probably the better line. Probably. But, hey. Alright, so we're getting through for 3 this turn, which doesn't sound like much. But if they don't kill these, they lose the game next turn. So, yeah, Tara's considering doing a distance learning course in DCU.
Ah, great. I know almost everything about DCU. I've been there a long time.
There you go.
BA in Humanities DCU. Beautiful. Yes.
Her Durkarn. Her Durkarn? Yeah, her Durkarn. Here we go.
Back to my sadness.
That's okay. That's not a big deal. Not Leanne going back to her sadness. The exiling the Soulscar Mage. Dude, she literally won't shut up about it. So yeah, it's a good idea. Okay, so problem here is that we kind of have to kill the Karn. And I think the best thing to do is Steamkin, Spike Karn, Swift Spear face. I think. Could be wrong, but I think. Let's at least just get rid of this now. As much as I don't like, you know, not hitting face with a lava spike, all that'll happen is we'll just lose our Swift Spear again. So now if they just have something else in hand, we're borked anyway, then we're borked. But like, they definitely have ways to win. Like, this is not one of those unwinnable matchups for Tron. It's definitely favored for us though. Now if they Ugin and minus here, then we're really borked. Or Ulamog for that matter. Yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah. They should just get rid of the... You getting rid of my land? Really? Okay. Hey, look, you do that. That's fine. At the very least, they should have gotten rid of Steamkin, because that's just a mana generator. So... Yeah, not great, not great. Let's spike their face. It's been a long time since I've been Troned. Gotta say, still feels just as bad. Still feels bad. If ever I start getting tilted with Tron, which I do if I play against it often enough, because there are a lot of people locally that play it. If I get tired with being Troned, I just play Storm and absolutely crunch them into the floor, because they pretty much can't. Like, people's argument of like, oh, they've got main deck relics and they've got like Weather the Storm post board, is like, yeah, so though. The one time you played Tron, it kind of felt like you couldn't lose a lot of time. Yeah, for sure. You basically can't lose in a lot of matchups. It does swing for 8 here, and that's no big deal. Or sorry, swing for 10. But yeah. If they just don't attack, that's actually pretty good for us. That's fine. They'll exile 20 cards. I'm not particularly bothered looking at all of them, but there they are if you want to zoom in for whatever reason. But note they didn't hit a single Bedlam Reveler, weirdly enough. Not that that matters at this stage, but... Okay, so we basically have to kill them this turn. Because Wormcoil Engine's just gonna gain them life, and... Weirdly, this might work, which seems really strange. But yeah, you borrow the deck. Yeah, it's a silly deck. I gotta agree. Yeah, it's real dumb. I'm gonna remove 3 counters from this. Manamorphose making red. Yep, counter prowess trigger, etc. It is possible we get out of this. I don't know what the sequence of draws is, but it can happen. So let's cast with Spectacle. This is what I meant by they should have gotten rid of Steamkin. Oh, that's rough as toast. Alright. I think I see what I can do here. So I can cast hit face, poke counters on the thing. It does almost feel like you're storming off, yeah. But the thing is, like, when you're behind, like, I don't think this is good. Like, there's a chance that Steamkin can get us out of this, but there's also a chance that it doesn't. So I have 4 in pool. I can have this go down to 3. Draw another card. Manamorphose. Now the Swift Spear is bigger than the Worm Coil. I still don't know what we can draw though. Like, that'll get us out of this. Multiple light up the stages. I don't know. Like, it seems ridiculous. But I mean, there's one. There's one. Let's spin them wheels. This is insane. This is actually insane. I mean, it's not getting us anywhere, that's for sure. But it's still fun. Crash through, I guess. Yep, yep, yep. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Oh my god. This is actually still working. This is like Stormcan 10 or something here at this point. Oh my god. Bedlam Reveler. Yeah, okay. Yes, draw me another Bedlam Reveler. Let's go. Bedlam Reveler and like a bolt. Oh my god. Can I kill them? I think I can kill them. Remove the counters. Lava Dart face. All of the Prowess triggers. This is insane. I was like, yeah, look, I'm dead. But honestly, I don't think I am now. I might actually still have a chance to get in this. This is badonka donkers. If I draw another 1 mana spell, I can get another 3 mana. Off of three cards. Come on. Yep, that's a bolt to the face. Am I gonna win? Am I actually gonna win? I think I'm gonna win. Holy hell. So if I attack, they'll gain 6. This'll die. But they'll also take 5, which will put them to 6. And this is 4. So hold on. So 5 will go through. Yeah, it'll kill them. It'll kill them because of the Swift Spear here. Yeah, so if I took the counters off this and stomped their face, that would have put them to 3. This would have been 12 coming through, so 6 would have gone through. They would have gained 6, so this would have negated it, which would have meant that there was 2 and 4 coming through, which would have meant that they were, yeah, guaranteed dead. Guaranteed dead. Even without the stomp, it would have worked. That was beautiful. Beautiful. All right, okay. I'm kind of feeling the Steamkin on those, like, slowly pull it back moments, but whew, that was good. That was good. That felt real good. I'm not gonna lie, that felt really, really good. Now, when it comes to sideboarding with this deck, and with Tron, you don't sideboard at all. You actually just don't sideboard at all. Like, people are like, oh, but Blood Moon, you want to kill them on turn 3. You don't want to play Blood Moon on turn 3. You want to kill them on turn 3. So you pretty much don't sideboard, basically at all. You didn't do any work for the last few minutes. That was nuts. That was absolutely nuts. How long can you clip something for? Because that was insane. That was actually insane. Yeah. So let's just submit and run it back, I guess. That was so good. That was so good. Obligatory Tron hate message here. Let's go. This hand looks stacked. Yes. They pretty much have to have like a dismember like turn 1. Or they die. Very quickly. That was sick. That was absolutely sick. This tells me that they have a dismember. Well, if they didn't kill it there, that tells me they don't have a dismember, so I think they're gonna learn to respect the Steamkin in this deck now. Oh, Forest is beautiful. They have no good cards here, really? They probably shouldn't have kept whatever hand this is. I'm gonna Soulscar Mage. And I guess spike them. That was absolutely bonkers. I can't get over that last game. That was so good. That was some peak viewership, I'd imagine. If that, Even if watching is half as fun as playing, that must have I based on that feeling, that was like real fun. Oh, no worries, no worries. I'll find a way to clip it later. No, I wouldn't worry about it. Thank you though. Chromatic Sphere. Gotta love it. They could just be dead here though. So all right. Hopefully they're gonna do something here. If they don't deal with either of these, they are probably dead. They're probably dead. Okay, let's try kill them. Let's start with a crash through to find another land. Hopefully. Could have gone with lightning bolt light up the stage, but hey, no, that'll do too. Let's go with bolt you. Now, this is 2 damage, will bring it to 9. Yeah, this is how we do it. They're dead. They have to have a dismember here, and that makes them go to 1. Rip in Pep's opponent. Actually, no, it makes them literally exactly dead. Turn 3 kill. Feels good. Feels real good. That's how Tron normally feels. I still can't believe I won that last game. That was insane. That was absolutely insane. Oh, that was 10 out of 10. That was so good. Yeah, I mean, look, like, I love decks that can just pull a win out of its ass. Like, I enjoy playing, I like that, the Feather deck. I like playing Mono Red Prowess. I like playing, like Infect and stuff as well. Like, they're all really fun to play for me because you could just be like you could feel like the underdog, you know, and just be like out of nowhere on 2 life on the facing an Ulamog, and you know, and then you just win. You know, they're the best wins. Am I in the player to draw? I didn't see that. I get to go first. Sure. In that case, I'll keep this because it's really aggressive. It's really, really aggressive. I know I'm low on light on lands, but a single land off the top, which is the most common card in my deck, a single land off the top turns this hand into a busted hand. Absolutely broken. Like, if we get a single land here, I would say in the next 2 turns, it's going to be hard for us to lose unless they literally like remove everything we have. Now if they're going to fetch shock Thoughtseize, like, I'm going to feel real good about that. Getting a swamp. Inquisition's fine. They should take the light up the stage. If I were them, I would take the light up the stage. It's definitely not Lava Spike, and if you're running Inquisition, you're likely running removal. So Steamkin and Swift Spear are probably fine. Really? But opponent, I'm about to get card advantage. But my card advantage. See, you just gotta believe in the deck. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. It could be remove a light hand, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think. So knowing that they have Inquisition, this is how I'm going to choose to play, because I'm getting as much damage in as I can with the Swift Spear now for when I face removal, but I now have cards up here that they can't get rid of, which is good for me. Getting them down to 12 on turn 2 is pretty good. Pretty good. The fact that it didn't shock tells me that it's not a, or at least fetch a shock tells me it's not Death Shadow. If they just got a swamp on its own, but they're running Bloodstained Mars and Polluted Delta. Like, it could be... It could just be Dimir, maybe? I don't know what. Dimir what, though, but, like... I don't know. Let's play the Mountain. Let's... Lava Spike our opponent. What do I think of the Cycling Storm deck and Pauper? I played it a while back. It is really fun. It's incredibly complex. Holy hell. It's so difficult to play. It's awesome and I love it. I absolutely love it. But... Oh, don't sit down and play with that if you plan on... If your intention is to... if your intention is just to have some nice chill games, because it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. But yeah, it is real good. Fatal Push here. That's fine. It's fine. I have a Soul Scar waiting in the wings here, so... my life total also kind of doesn't matter. So over we go. And they're going to go to 8 here, so that's good. Stick to your aggro decks? Yeah. Yeah. If you haven't yet played it, I would recommend the mono black control decks. They're not actually control decks; they're just mid range. They feel an awful lot like Jund or Green Black Rock does in Modern. That's the word. That's the word I was thinking of. All words right one day. 4 color something? Seems weird, but okay. Okay, well, Mountain and... I'm gonna crack this and draw a card. Yeah, standard's kind of garbo right now. Let's force them into doing something here. Actually, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. It's just a poor bolt. Right now, I think I'd rather hold it and maybe get some more value from it. Yeah. See, this is what I was expecting. So I'm gonna at least cast the Steamkin, see how we go. Our opponent's at 8. It's unlikely that they have much life gain in the deck, and if they do, in the form of, say, like, I don't know, Uro or something like this, they have a breeding pool, so they can't exactly even cast Uro yet, so I'm kind of alright. Not too worried. Not too worried. If left to our own devices, we'll get there eventually, basically. Snap push? Yeah, sure. Doing it on their turn seems risky. Yeah, like a lot of decks in Modern are kind of just devolving into piles right now, to be honest. It's not really a whole lot going on with it. Like, they could have surprised me, blown me out with this. Tapping out in your own turn seems risky as hell, but I can tell you, if you want to shock that in, you go right ahead. This seems bizarre, and I don't think I care much for it. Steamkin, and like, I know they've Inquisition and stuff, so I may as well just cast this. Like, all we need to do now is just Bedlam Reveler off the top and we can start storming. We just start storming off. I feel like I could have probably sequenced this a little bit better, but yeah, we might be okay. This tells us they either have removal for our Steamkin, or they're going to sweep the board. My guess is that they have removal for the Steamkin. That kind of 4-color deck is unlikely to run mass removal like that. It seems weird to do that. Could be wrong, but that's how it kind of seems, I guess. You want to go to 4? Really? Go to 4 knowing you got Burst Lightnings in my deck? Okay, well, it's kill or be killed. I called them on this for sure. Now the question is, right? I know they're going to flashback Fatal Push or whatever. That's fine. Do we double dart face, or do we double dart Snapcasters? Because that basically kills their clock. Now kills ours as well, because like we won't be able to just top deck a bolt. But we're not running a pile of bolts. We're running 4 Lava Spike, of which 2 are already in the bin. We have 4 bolts, so we've got 6 hits out of 43 to like just kill them on the spot, which I don't think is enough, to be honest. So I think I've got to do this. Yeah, now that I sort of talked it out, it seems like it makes more sense. I think I just need to rely more on, yeah, and stuff like that. I don't know what they're doing. What are they doing? They're tapping black mana for no reason? It seems bizarre. But we'll see. I also didn't think it was an idea to split the damage either, because one way or another they're dead to bolt and bolt, no matter what happens. So they're gonna cast the Fatal Push here, yeah. There it is. There it is. All right. Yeah, I mean, like we can get like a Light Up the Stage or a Bedlam Reveler or something like this off the top. Their discard cards are now basically useless, so yeah, I'm kind of alright with this. I was gonna say they could get a Watery Grave here. It seems reasonable. Very low life total for them to be at. Now what they could do is, like, if we draw something like a Bedlam Reveler or whatever, they could end up K commanding us in our draw step, which would be terrible. But is Shadow still a thing in Modern? Not really. Well, I mean, it is. It does show up sometimes, but it's like it's been doing terribly lately because the format is like 25% to 30% snow control decks, and those decks absolutely dance all over. They dance all over the, what do you call them? The shadow decks. So there's not a whole lot of point to it. I'm going to keep this Lava Dart in hand because it can be nice to just get you them, I think. Snow control is god awful. It is absolutely atrocious. It is abysmal, and it's gotten to the point that they're so unfun that I've stopped listening to people that like them. They're that bad. They're just that bad. People are like, oh no, it's good, fair, interactive. It's like, shut the hell up. You're playing Teferi, you're playing Uro, you're playing Astrolabe. You don't care about interaction whatsoever. You're playing Garbo Magic. It's Garbo Magic. They're hard casting a Street Wraith? What's happening? What is this? Is this 4-color shadow? What is going on? I don't understand. Burn spell off the top. Let's go. I mean, that'll do it. Boop. Boop. Got him. And with a Bone Crusher left over. Okay, so this is a grindier matchup. I don't think they would expect something like Shrine, maybe, but... Oh, okay, they're just going lobby. That's fine. That's fine. We would have been able to Blood Moon them super, super hard. Which would have been good. Yeah, Snow Control decks are no, not fun at all. Not fun at all. Absolutely not enjoyable, but... Yeah. So we're on the draw, right? Yeah, we're on the draw. Okay, so again, Steamkin real slow, real slow, but this hand is pretty good otherwise, so I think I'll keep on the draw. We'll just play a slower kind of thing. Lava Dart Aussie, probably my favorite card from Modern Horizons. And that says a lot considering how much a fan I am of what's it called? Archmage's Charm or Archmage's Charm. Absolutely love both of those cards. I think I'm just gonna spike them. Don't think there's much point in holding on to it just for their. Maybe there is. But if they're running black and red, they're running removal. So I'm not trusting my Steamkin to stay alive, to be honest. So. Yeah, Lavadar's 10 out of 10. Yeah, it's the double prowess triggers. The Manamorphose and the double prowess triggers from Lavadar are what make this deck, to be perfectly honest. I see some decks, some lists running 3 Lavadar, and I'm like, that's the card that made this deck viable, though. How are you cutting numbers? It doesn't make sense. If anything, I'd cut some Lava Spikes. They're incidentally some of the worst things. But, alright, so they're either some sort of Rakdos or Mardu vehicles, which is an interesting take. An interesting take for sure. I'm gonna just play the Steamkin out. Like, if they kill it, they kill it. But honestly, there's nothing else I could do. Like, waiting until next turn doesn't do anything, because it just means I have 1 extra mana to cycle a crash through. Like, it doesn't. It's just if it dies, it dies. I guess, you know. In Modern, yeah. Olivia, mobilized for war. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may discard a card. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. It gains haste until end of turn and becomes a vampire in addition to its other types. Okay, well, I mean, I can kill that. That's fine. Well, I mean, at some point I can kill it. Yeah, vehicles in Modern. I don't understand. Bolt will be lovely here. I'm just gonna Manamorphose. I'm gonna Manamorphose because I want to find a Bolt for Olivia, to be honest. Actually, it works quite nicely. Let's play this. Hold on. Can we... I think it becomes a vampire full stop. I think. So what I might do here is I might Soulscar Mage. Yeah, definitely playing Soulscar Mage. Then I'm gonna play a mountain, and I'm gonna play Spike on their face until that's weird. That's real weird. This makes Steamkin a 4/4. Now what they're probably gonna consider doing here is attacking or crewing Heart of Kirin with Olivia, maybe. But that also doesn't seem very smart. And now what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to Lavadar Olivia, because with the Soulscar Mage out, it'll make it a 2/2, which means it now can't crew Heart of Kirin. I think it's probably the best thing to do. Yeah. Yeah, Olivia's a weird card. I don't understand. I don't understand how would you track that, like, in paper? Seems odd, but maybe there's a way. Maybe there's an easy way. Maybe it just doesn't happen all that much, so it kind of doesn't matter. But they're probably going to discard something here with Madness, I'd imagine, if it's a... It's an interesting build from our opponent, but I'm not sure where they're going with it. Okay, no discard. Interesting. There is a real chance that I will just flashback Lavadart on end step here, targeting Scrap Heap Scrounger, so it can't crew. next turn, and I think that's all I would care for. Yeah, I think that might actually be the best thing to do. So on end step, just flashback Lava Dart on Scrap Heap Scrounger. Very confused about what they're doing. Okay. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to use this opportunity while you're tapped out to shrink your Scrap Heap Scrounger. Now nothing you have on the battlefield can crew, which means that this attack comes through unaffected, which is very good for me. No Hardy Kieran for you. I honestly, I don't think Hardy Kieran's good enough in Modern. Oh, they're dead. Cool. Well, Spiky Spike. I feel like most things creature based I'm kind of just okay with. So this is, these two alone is 7. Then I crash through, and that's 10, and they're tapped out and have no blockers. I shouldn't have attacked with Olivia, to be perfectly honest. That was a terrible idea by them. Let's go to combat. Boop. Doing some mono red boops. Okay, sideboard. Let's bring in the Abrades, because they're creature removal as well as other stuff, so I'm not too worried about it. Blood Moon doesn't seem great. Shrine of Burn Rage doesn't seem great. Most of the things don't seem great, to be perfectly honest. I think again, I just am fine with taking out 1 or 2 Lava Spike. What's nice is we have enough. I don't know why they cycled on their end step, Ozzy. I'd love to be able to tell you. But the thing is, a lot of opponents will bring in Graveyard Hate against this, and that is, like, let me tell you, if you ever play against it, this deck, don't bring in Graveyard Hate. It's not a smart idea, because, first of all, Bedlam Reveler is the main one. Lava Dart is the other one, but you can just activate Lava Dart in response to Grave Hate, so whatever. But Bedlam Reveler is the... Okay, well, they're just going to concede. Bedlam Reveler is the main one, and to be honest, if people are expecting Bedlam Revelers, or if people are expecting Graveyard Hate, you bring out a Bedlam Reveler. But even then, like, if you just don't fire it off at the right time, like say if it's a Relic or Nihil Spellbomb or something, and you don't fire it off at the right time, I'll still just be able to go, well, it sees them, so cast. You know, it's really not smart against this deck. If I see someone play Graveyard Hate against me, I'm pretty happy, because that tells me they don't have enough sideboard cards to deal with what I'm playing. Which means that I'm in a very good position, I think. Anyway, that's what I've found with this. I've won with quite a few times with this deck. I love it, absolutely love it. So Bolt crash through, light up the stage. Bedlam Reveler is my creature. The problem with this is that, like, you might think, oh, this is going to be good against, like, you know, longer grindier games or something, but the longer grindier games in Modern tend to have Inquisitions and Thoughtseizes, which will get rid of this. For science, I'll keep it. For science, I'll keep it. Arbor Elf. Well, at least we can bolt that, so that's fine. No Panza for our opponent. Let's just bolt you now and pass it over. With another 1 mana prowess, do be a big improvement to this deck. No, it would be insane. It would be insane. We wouldn't run Steamkin anymore. We would run 4, 4, 4, and that's it. And then, like, Bedlam Revelers. Now, Blister Coil Weird does exist. However, Blister Coil Weird is god-awful. And the reason for that is because it's got 1 toughness. No good. No good. Would never have thought to bring in Graveyard Hate for Mono Red. Well, people see, like, me cast a Bedlam Reveler or, like, flashback a Lava Dart, and they're like, Graveyard Hate. I'm like, that's so bad. Like, don't do that. Do not do that. I'm just going to crash through here. I think I'm going to save my light up the stages. It would have to be a 1-2, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Even if it was just 1 mana 1-2 prowess, that alone is better, for sure. Yeah. or 1 mana 1/2 whenever you cast a non-creature spell, or an instant or sorcery even, put a +1/+1 counter on it. That would be good. That would be really good actually. And we'll go right into this deck. But I think they're afraid to print those kind of cards now because of what red does, and how effective red is. But like you look at other decks and like you see like Oko and stuff being printed and you're like, you can't make another 1 mana prowess now? No, just one even, maybe. Yeah. And the difference between 1 and 2 mana is enormous. So yeah, exactly. But the broken Simic cards. But the broken Simic cards though. This is okay, yeah, this is a snow deck. Let's see how this goes. I'll be okay with Bone Crushing this next turn. Prismatic Vista by itself, perfectly fine. You add Astrolabe, now you're having a bad time. Utopia Sprawl, sure. Red, alright. Cool. Love the 3 and 4 color decks over here. Gotta love them. Well, on the plus side, I don't expect a Thoughtseize at all, pretty much. So that's something. I'm gonna pass turn. I don't need to stomp this Coddle just yet. Like I know it can get another point or 2 of damage in. I'd rather try and target it when my opponent's lands are tapped low, because then it's more likely to resolve, and if it resolves, it means I get the Bone Crusher side of it. Yes, go ahead, opponent. Probably getting another blue land. Yeah. JTMS. Well, I'm gonna respond with stomp on this. Look at the top card of my library. Sure. Yeah, that's no problem. I think I'm going to start firing off bolts around the place. Did they bottom or top that? Put a card on bottom. Cool. So it was probably a creature. I think I'm going to Bolt Jace here. As weird as this seems, I'm in the long game here, but I have the tools for it, so that's awkward. Okay, I'm gonna bolt face this time. The reason I'm gonna bolt face is because I'm gonna light up the stage. I'm hopefully gonna find something else to deal with Jace, and then go from there. Okay, not quite, but we'll get there. Okay, unfortunate, very unfortunate, but we'll cast another one, I guess. Okay, well the Lava Spike will deal with it next turn. We kind of have our next turn scripted out, but it'll allow us to play Bedlam Reveler next turn, so like I'm kind of fine with that. That wasn't an ideal set of hits off that, but okay, I think they either have a replacement Jace, or they don't care much for Jace anymore, I think. Yeah, Uro's backbreaking against most decks. Like if I was playing Burn now, I would probably just scoop at this point. I'd be like, there's no beating this. But with the grind value of the light up the stage and the Bedlam Reveler and everything, like this can play the longer games for sure. Yep, they did the old brainstorm fetch. That's fine, that's fine. Here comes something else, probably another Jace. Oh, flashing back arrow. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's pretty fair. Yeah, don't know how we beat that now. But sure, look, we'll find out. Okay, so Mountain because we could play it off the thing anyway, so that's fine. This is interesting. Actually, I think we can do quite a lot of stuff here. If we play Steamkin first, then we could play 3 spells off of these. Yep, this seems good. Let's spike the Jace and get rid of it. I'm going to yield to some of these triggers because we're going to get quite a few here, I'd imagine. Let's crash through. Might be able to get some more stuff. Soulscar. That's pretty nice, actually. So I think I'm going to play Soulscar now. Take the counters off this. Let's crash through and see what we get. Okay. Now we have to Bedlam Reveler. It doesn't mean we lose this Lava Spike, but that's unfortunate. But we'll kind of have to make do with it, I think. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Yeah, we can't do anything with this. So, honestly though, having gotten rid of the Jace and only having to deal with the Uro now, I don't think it's all that bad. Like, it's not great. It's not great with the attack from this is going to hit us for 6 and bring them back up to 20. That's not good. But we have a pretty fleshed out board. I'll take a punch of 6 if it means that next turn I get to untap with these creatures. That's a concern. Honestly, I think Steamkin got its value at this point. I'm not massively upset over it. So, yeah, this is fine. They're gonna draw and put a card or put a land into play. These are the snow decks that we hate. They're not fun. I'm gonna take 6 here. That's fine. They think they're in charge. They're not. They're not. Alright. First up. Crash through. Thankfully, they can't have Cryptic here. At least that's something. Let's... The concern here is, yeah, okay, let's spike them. Why did Uro have to be printed is a question for the ages. Let me tell you. Interacts positively with removal, gains you life, is recursive. Like, everything about it is pretty freaking gross, to be honest. So this is 3... 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I might be able to kill them. So hold on, let me just do some maths here. So this is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. If they don't counter anything, we win. So I think I'm going to go for it. It's played literally everywhere. Like, people are looking at it in Legacy being like, maybe though. I mean, have you seen it? Like, they could just have like a path or something here, and if they do, then rough. But like, what else are you gonna do? Gonna have to make them go for it. They're doing something. Ice Fang Quaddle. Oh yeah, that's fine. You do that. You do that. It pitches to force. Yeah. Pitches to force. Despite the fact that this is Death Touch, I'm not too concerned about it. Because I should be able to flashback this Lavadar to kill it. So, yeah, Quaddle is something I would pull out against this deck. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, they just realized that, like, they should have waited until this Lavadar was resolved. But I would have attacked and held this up otherwise. Okay, so We could bring in Boil, but it's not great. Blood Moon, again, despite them being like a 4 or potentially 5 color deck, is actually useless thanks to the likes of Astrolabe and Prismatic Vista together. Yes, Elaine. Prismatic Vista is fine by itself, like I said. It's Astrolabe that's the real problem. A Braid might actually be good enough. Shrine of Burning Rage seems pretty decent here. The cages also seem pretty relevant. And like Dismembers don't kill it, so I kind of don't really care. Yeah, so let's have a look at the weaker cards in this matchup. It's more of a grindy game, so I think we pull out like 1 or 2 Lava Spikes because they don't really do anything other than go face. We need our cards to do more than they usually would in this kind of matchup, so I think this is okay. They don't run enough islands. They tend to fetch forests because you can just flash them through Astrolabe, but they get around Boil. So a Braid is a consideration for sure. If we think that they're like a Snowblade deck, then a Braid will be a good call. But I didn't see anything that might imply that, so I didn't see them add white at any point. So I think this is probably just fine as is. But we'll find out soon enough, I guess. We will find out soon enough. Okay. So turns out that keeping a hand with what's it called? Bedlam Reveler is perfectly fine, provided your opponent doesn't have stuff like Thoughtseize. Then it's all good. But yeah, like you look at this deck at first and you're like, can't be that good. It doesn't have that much good late game. Like look at the cards that are in it, and then when you play with it and you're like, this has so much it can do. This is a reasonable keep. Yep, I'm on the draw, so this is a keep for sure. So here's the thing: I could play with. Yeah, so the Astrolabe's coming out, so they have whatever color they want, so it doesn't really matter. I wouldn't play Grafdigger's Cage first. I'd play the Soulscar Mage, mostly because it can proc off Soulscar Mage, but also if I miss a land next turn, I can crash through and still get 2 points of damage through. And also, right now, we don't need to slam the Grafdiggers immediately. It's not like we're playing against Dredge or something. So, yeah, not too fussed. Not too fussed. I expect a Bolt here, though, is the only thing. So... Land. Yes. Oh yes, land. Let's go to combat. Yep, I kind of expected them to have one of these. So, it's going to draw them a card, but before that, I'm going to do this because they do run Force of Negation, and the fewer cards they see, the better. So that's going to be good. We got 3 points of damage through, that's nice. And, yeah, good stuff. They still have 7 cards in hand, so like they're not in any way thrown off by this, because now all of the good cards just cantrip. Astrolabe cantrips, Icefang Coddle cantrips, Teferi cantrips, Uro cantrips, they all cantrip. See, this is what I mean. Why are you bringing in Graveyard Hate? Like, I'm literally going to ignore that. I don't care. Okay, 2 Lava Darts kind of sucks. But, no biggie. No biggie. Alright, let's get these Prowess triggers going. Red. Draw me a winner. Come on, let's go. That upstage is fine, actually. I'm going to... I'm going to bolt upstairs. Manamorphose. Make red red. Red red. Drew into a Bedlam Reveler. That's okay. Let's light up the stage. Let's crash through. And then, yeah, let's go to combat. Attack for 6. So our opponent, as you can see, here's why Graveyard Hate is really terrible against this deck. Because our opponent spent all of turn 3 going, haha, I have Graveyard Hate for you. And now they're on 6 life. They haven't really dealt with a whole lot. So, yeah, I'm kind of feeling it, to be honest. Kind of feeling it. The Bedlam Reveler is kind of stuck dead in hand now. But, I mean, worst case scenario, we'll just get there eventually. Because they're failing to kill us. So, I can live with it. Alright, let's play Mountain. Let's play Steamkin. Let's play Swift Spear. Then let's crash through. Yield to this too. That was a nice draw, actually. So next turn, I've got to be sure to Lava Dart before I play Cage. Yeah, so that was a bit of a risky moment there because I wasn't sure if they had another Quaddle or not. So yeah, it was a bit risky, but that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, so they gain 12 life. They go to 16. It's not great for us, but also it could be absolutely worse. Yep, we're gonna go get a land. That's fine. I've beaten many a Weather the Storm, so I'm not too pushed about it. Not just yet, anyway. I'm down to half my deck size, but like, it's fine. Play another Ashiok, yeah, sure. Like, is there game plan to mill me out here? Is that what's going on? Because if so, that probably won't work. It's probably not good. Okie dokie. They might just be dead. Well, first of all, let's get rid of this because that's going to be in our way. Now I'm going to take the counters off of this. And I'm going to flashback Lava Dart targeting their face. This enables us to get more counters on the Steamkin. Now we are leaning a bit on the... Oh wait, no. We are leaning a bit on this light up the stage, but it shouldn't be too bad. Like, even if we hit one thing off this, it should be pretty good. Okay, they just concede. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Let this be a lesson. Do not bring in Graveyard Hate against this deck. Also, don't just like have Weathered the Storm in the sideboard and be like, oh, I'm sure that's enough. It's definitely not. Because if you have a look here, this was 3, this was 7 power. If this revealed 1 bolt, that would have been 3 to the face, putting them to 11. And then this would have been 9. So after a turn in which they gained 12 life and they've wiped my graveyard like 5 times, I'm still winning. I'm still winning. Like they've no cards in hand. I've more cards than they did. Like it's just not smart. It's just not smart moves. It is not worth it, to be honest. It is. This deck is way stronger. A lot of the time, a lot of people that have never played against this deck do not respect it enough. They honestly just don't. So we're in the draw. I'll keep this any day. Yeah, absolutely. Shoalscar Mage. Creeping Tar Pit. This could be the Sultai Reclamation deck. Possibly. Alright. Let's go. My little SSM. Let's go. So you can kind of see why this is one of my favorite decks, like, ever. it just wins out of nowhere. Like, people think they're safe, and then it's like, nope, you're dead though. Unfortunate they managed to get our Manamorphose, but like, I'll live with it. I'll live with it. I'll just crash through here. Get another land. This deck likes me, so this should be a land. Unfortunately, not this time. But hey, I'll live with it. It's not bad that it's a Swift Spear, though. I'm kind of on board with that. This tells me they don't have a Fatal Push, because I would 100% just snap it off and prevent damage there instead. Is this another 4-color pile? Better not be another 4-color pile. If this is all Modern is degraded into, then it's just basically Legacy, and I hate it. So, oh look, a card I despise in every format, and it's here also. That's fine to bounce. That's okay. Definitely need a land here, though. Land. Yes. Getting there. All right. Let's get Swift. Yeah. I'm gonna. Well, no. I'm gonna go to combat, and I'm gonna kill the Teferi first. 1 point of damage generally won't really change things up too much, but we'll see. So now if they've another Teferi, their bounce trick is not going to do anything. And if they want to wipe the board, that's also kind of fine. Yeah. Yeah, no big deal. No big deal. We got plenty of ways to kill them. Let's start with a Manamorphose. We might get another land. We might get another creature. Could be a number of ways we get into this again. Alright, another land. Yeah, let's cast Bone Crusher. Why not? Why not? So this feels like it's Esper control. This could be a bad matchup depending on how it's built. So if they have a good lot of life gain, if they've got like main deck timely reinforcements, that's really rough for us. Yeah, all kind of depends on how it's built. Nice for us though that Field of Ruin in a 3-color deck is going to be a colorless land. That feels pretty good. Let's spike them. Get spiked. Light up the stage. Force the counter. Oh. Malik. Yeah, that's fine. No, I won't pay. That's okay. I will crash through, though. Yeah, that's okay. Bone Crushers are a little slow in this matchup, but they're fine. They're fine. They wouldn't be something I'd cut, anyway. But we basically have lethal in hand, so... provided nothing happens to this Bone Crusher here, we're doing pretty well. Ooh, Swifty as well. Alright, yeah, I'll take it. You want to counter Swifty? No? Alright. Combat time. Trample is extremely relevant, Ozzy. Extremely relevant. Most of the time when you... This is what I have to consider here. Do I double bolt now that they're tapped out? I think I do. I'll bolt once. And that'll hint at them that the rest of my stuff is not bolt. Yeah, trample is extremely relevant because it means that it gets past protection. It means that it can get additional damage through, like that against Wormcoil Engine earlier on. It was a 6/6. My Swift Spear became an 11/12, and it was able to trample through enough to mitigate the life gain. There's a lot. Also, against like some of the bigger creatures like Uro and stuff in the format, being able to trample over the additional damage means that you can just really push in. Yeah, super relevant. Otherwise, it would probably just be Warlord's Fury or something instead. You want to Thoughtseize? Okay, sure. That's not great for you. You'd have to have another sweeper here. Or yeah. They literally just thought he's like, do I take 5 for taking this, or do I take 2 and then just get bolted? Fantastic. Alright, so Blood Moon seems pretty reasonable here, as does Shrine of Burning Rage, and I'm gonna say Boil is okay here. They might play around it, but they're not an Astrolabe deck, so yeah, it should be alright. Welcome back, Tara. Welcome back. Okay, so what we're going to take out against Esper Control. Well, we got some good value with the Bone Crushers. Honestly, I think it's just Spikes again. Like, they're just not great in a lot of matchups where you're just trying to kill them real quick. Yeah. Oh, no problem at all. Take your time. You gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna submit. I didn't see anything there that warranted like bringing in any grave hate. I don't like the question maybe for dismembers if they are running like the creature lands and stuff, but on the whole, probably fine. This is a bit of a cheeky hand, but I think it's good enough. Not getting Inquisition or Thoughtseize on the first turn is quite nice, but if they want to hit my Swift Spear with a path, I would accept it. The reason that I would be fine with it is because Double Reveler. It's basically my reasoning for it. So yeah, Double Reveler is bit clunky. This is essentially a multi-6, but if one of those Revelers wasn't in my hand, I would still keep this 6. It's still reasonable. So why did they shock opt? Wow, their hand must be garbo, and they must be like really regretting it, because why would you fetch shock opt against, like, you would fetch, oh, their lands are terrible. They're putting in Mystic Sanctuaries tap. They don't have white. They basically shouldn't have kept their hand, basically. Basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, Swifty. They can only push one. So let's make them do it. Oh yeah, gonna yield to this. Yeah, that's fine. It gets pushed. It's good. Nice. Honestly, I don't know when we'll actually have time for Shrine of Burning Rage. So yeah, they might not have a third land drop here. If they don't, oh, I'm gonna smell blood, don't you worry. They might have kept like a set of like small fry cards, you know, like a few mana leaks, a couple of fatal pushes, that kind of thing. Nothing major. They feel like they're very impatient for a control player though, so we might be able to not tilt them into doing stuff, but trick them into doing stuff, I guess. Probably the better way to put that. So if they counter this, I don't really care, because if they counter this, they're probably not killing the Swift Spear. But if they kill the Swift Spear in response, that's also fine. I can just get down a Shrine. So I think at this point, I'm like, yeah, I'm not too bad about what we got here. Shocking it in as well. Fetch shock. They're bolting themselves. Dovin's Veto. Yeah, okay. Now if they have a fatal push here, that's unfortunate, but no, come on. I wanted you to attack. God damn it, Moto is doing this again. No, they got another opt. Alright, they should be down to 9 right now, so if they survive on 2 life, it was apparently my fault. I like the way in Arena it's a spacebar to just attack all. Feels like the kinetic feeling of that. It feels real good. It's enjoyable. They might be Field of Ruining here to be able to fix their mana. Oh, Inquisition, sure. Take the Shrine. Take the Shrine. Or take the Bolt. I mean, Shrine, at least you've got a bit of time to work it out. But Bolt is now. Yeah, it's probably the right call by our opponent. Yep, I'll take that. That's fine by me. More like Mo Dopey. This tells me they're representing a path, but I don't believe them. So let's just act like they don't have it. Interesting. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we don't have enough for the lava darts just yet. But I'll play out the Shrine. This should trigger Prowess, right? Oh, it did. It did. I just already have it set to, yeah. All right, that's fine. Yeah, they don't have the path. Yeah, it seemed like a weird one to fetch the planes there, but the fact that they hadn't killed this already implies that they don't have the path. And yeah, no, I don't believe them. Quite simply, if they want to bounce the Shrine, that is a-okay. Yep, totally cool. Totally cool. Land would be great. Nope, more Steamkins. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we can lava dart this. And go to combat. Boop. Yeah, they do not have removal for the Swift Spear, simply put. Rather not use that lava dart if at all possible, because there's now 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 cards in the graveyard. Oh, really? Jeez, what is this about? Kaya? Yikes. All right. I think I've just got to let them happen. Kaya, I was not expecting Kaya. Holy hell. Now I don't know what's good off the top. A Bolt, I guess. I'll take a land, I suppose. I can't ignore Kaya because she gains life every time, so I need to swing at Kaya. When isn't Bolt good? I know, right? I'm going to risk Steamkin. It might be wrong, but I'm going to risk it. These Bedlam Revelers are now dead in hand, by the way, which is awful. Yeah, they had the mana leak. Yeah. This feels like this is going to slip away, thanks to Kaya. Yeah, it doesn't feel very good. The fact that her -1 exiles like nearly all my creatures is pretty heavy. Yep, they didn't get any life off that though, because they just got rid of the spells instead of the creatures. So, oh yeah, we're not getting through Gideon. Kaya's really good in the right matchups, but the right matchups are like Mono Red Prowess and Death's Shadow. That's it. Like if you look at anything else, like yeah, she's graveyard hate, but she's not very good. And if this is someone bringing this in because graveyard hate, that's a bad move. But of all the graveyard hate, this isn't terrible. So I guess this helps to some degree. All right. I'm gonna swing at Kaya. I should probably be going face at this point, but it's spot on against me for sure. Yes. So I think if they brought it in against me, like, they have enough time to slow things down and do that kind of thing. But I think they'd get rid of the shrine here. They can't double colors anything anymore though, so that's something. Yeah, like, it's a good call against me for sure, but I don't think it's worth having in the 75, to be perfectly honest. Maybe it's better than I think. Gideon though, pretty good. Gideon's pretty spot on. Okay, so 1, 2. They're just gonna keep getting rid of stuff in the graveyard, so I can't cast these Revelers. And there's nothing I can do about it. Yep. Yeah, it's a beating against where we are here now, for sure. But yeah. Oh, they're getting aggressive. Okay. Well, I ain't blocking. They're getting aggressive. I don't know if that's a good idea just yet, unless they drew something to answer the Steamkin maybe. But let's just attack them. We could still potentially have them dead here. Potentially. It's risky, but I think we hold on to them for now. Oh, actually, no, hold on. I should have killed the Kaya. That would have been the play. Yeah, Kaya's just going to do too much against us here. Yep, that was a mistake. Big mistake. I mean, if they've no counters or anything here, I could kill them, potentially. Okay. Red. 1 in the bin. If I put 2 more in the bin, that's 3. 4, 5. I could cast Bedlam Reveler this turn. They just don't have a counter in those 2 cards. Okay. This is a start. This is a good start. Combat. Attack them. Bolt. You either have it or you don't. Yeah, got there. Got him. Even through a Kaya. See how resilient this deck is? This deck's nuts. This deck is nuts. So resilient. Alright, well, we can do one more. We got time for one more. Yeah. It seems lately I've been playing a lot of decks that sort of just win out of nowhere. It feels like, you can't possibly come back from this. Just watch me. You know what it feels like? It feels like a shonen anime. That's what every single one of these decks feels like recently. It's just been a shonen anime, where it's like, oh, the numbers are against you. You can't possibly beat him, and then you just go power level 9000. Like, it's just so good. It's so fun. I love it. Not good enough. Let's ship it back. Let's get our main character. Swift Spear. Here we go. Painful lands, but we'll make do. We ship the Burst Lightning. It's one of the worst cards in the deck. And we'll see how it goes. See how we do with this. This is the downside of the Pain lands. Not the Pain lands, the Horizon lands. Because unfortunately, you do occasionally get this. Now, if you get double this against Burn, you're basically dead. But hopefully we're not against Burn. So... boop, 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 boop. Okay. What color land are they playing? Island. Cool. Generally speaking, Island tends not to be able to kill things. So I'm okay with this. Let's Fiery Island. Let's Metamorphose. Ow. Ow. Boop. Make red. Red. Crash through. Prowess. Okay, they're opting. Good stuff. Good stuff. What way are they going to scry? They put a card on the bottom and drew. Okay, cool. So let's just assume that they are in a bad spot. Draw something nice. Mountain's not great, but it's okay. Alright, so we're going to boop them for 4 here. The great thing here of drawing islands or drawing mountains is that we can actually play mountain, crack Fiery Island, which is quite nice. Oh, they're shocking. Tells me they have the path for the Swift Spear here, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to attack. Okay. It's probably worth running the Swift Spear here, I think. If they want to counter this, this is a terrible thing for them to counter, really. So, yeah, it's all good. Own of the Sea. Sure, yeah. That's okay. I'll allow it. If we don't get interrupted here and we don't get anything countered and we draw a spell, we probably win. They'd have to have double path here, which feels unlikely. So let's go for it. Let's make them have it. Got a path? You got a path. That's fine. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. It tells me they have a double path. And if they have a double path, that's also fine. They don't have a double path. Okay. Do I think they have a sweeper? That's my question now. Because they could untap, play land and sweeper. And if that's the case, I don't want to run out the Soulscar Mage. So I think I'm actually just going to crack this now and see if I get a bolt. I don't know, bolt you? Yeah, got there. That was sick. That was sick. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. That was a turn 4 kill? Nice. Nice. Okay, so our opponent is on something blue. So destroy all islands sounds cool. I didn't see any black there, so the Blood Moon's likely less impactful against this. Shrine is pretty good, even in the face of Teferi. Honestly, the rest is fine. Let's get rid of possibly Burst Lightning, but probably Lava Spike. Yeah, because at least with Burst Lightning you can kick it to blow up a Celestial Colonnade. So yeah, and it can also still kill like a Monastery Mentor or something if that's the kind of thing they're bringing in from the board. So yeah, this seems alright. Really, I personally really thrive in Modern and Pioneer. This is my kind of area that I like. This is threat heavy, so I'm gonna keep it. Threat heavy is kind of where you want to be with this kind of matchup. You don't really want to just be firing off random spells and eventually getting value with a Reveler. You kind of want to just have problem after problem that they have to deal with. So let's go with that. Nice, another mountain. Let's go with Old Swifty. Force Spike. So they probably have the path, or they're doing another opt job, in which case they're keeping terrible hands again. If they're pathing it now, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. That's fine. I'll take more stuff. I'll take value off my 1-drops. Like that that was basically a 1-mana rampant growth that made my opponent discard a removal spell. So if you look at it that way, it's really good for me. Pathing things early can be risky because of this. Counterbalance. Oh, it's one of the counterbalance decks. Okay, sure. This could be rough. This could be potentially very rough. So let's find out how rough it's going to be. At least if we can double spell, we can run the risk of finding out what it is. So what did they reveal? They revealed Terminus. Oh my god, really? Alright, well, I guess that's all I'm playing. Pass the turn. Oh, I forgot about this kind of counterbalance deck. Yeah, counterbalance is pretty important. If they had that last game, we probably would have had a big problem. They want to cast it? They probably should. It's 1 mana, get rid of a creature. So it does, however, mean that, yeah, this is okay, because it means that they're not playing Teferi this turn. I'm kind of okay with that. Okay, yeah, I'll take another. Let's run the Steamkin. See what happens. What they reveal. I'll just move this down for a bit, actually. They're going to opt. I don't think that helps them in the way they think it does, but okay. Revealed Omen of the Sea. Okay, that's fine. In which case then I will play Swift Spear. They can fetch with the Flooded Strand and put something else on top. Well, maybe put something else on top. But it's forcing them to use their fetches now as opposed to later to get better use from them. They took out a Mystic Sanctuary there, and I don't think they worked out that that's how that meant to that's how that works, because it's not. So alright, let's swing. Counterbalance has made things more difficult here, gotta say. It's definitely not what I expected. Not what I expected. Misty Rainforest. Now they can pitch. Now they can get some Mystic Sanctuaries. So what I need to do is to be careful about what I play. So what I'm going to do is, there's nothing in the bin that they can put back on top that is 2 mana. So let's try Metamorphose. Cryptic. So that's fine. So let's get our stuff in now. Red. So we know Cryptic's on top, but they can fetch with the Misty Rainforest and put something back on with the Crash Through. But I think that's better because this way they're going to fetch. They're going to Misty Sanctuary, put like a Path or an Optop back on top, reveal it, and that way, yeah. So that way it'll mean that they have to have something in hand to make this light up the stage not work. Which I'm pretty okay with. I'm also going to play this Fiery Island and crack it. Using the mana in the pool. Draw a card. Cool. Let's go to combat. Boop. Now let's light up the stage. So we know Counterbalance has a 1-drop on top and it's Path to Exile, so that's for the Monastery Swift Spear. So what we need to do is we need to try and fill up things where we can into the bin so that we can get our Bedlam Reveler down. You have a counter anyway? Oh, counter draw already. Yeah, that's rough. That's very rough. Yeah, so they have a path for the Swifty. Seems pretty good, to be honest, our opponent's deck. Maybe Counterbalance is pretty good right now. Burst Lightning. Upkeep path, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll use the ability. I'll get another mountain. Thank you. Vendilion Click. Jesus. Alright. We know they're gonna take the Reveler, so we may as well burst this. Yeah. Yeah, make us bottom the Reveler. Draw Metamorphose. Sure, we know there's an island on top, so this doesn't really do a whole lot right now. They're tapped out. They'd have to have a Force Negation, which is... yeah. Oh jeez, really? Alright, well. Now if they did have Graveyard Hate and they played it now and like cracked it if it was a relic or something, then I'd be in a bad spot, yes. But I don't think I am. I mean, I should just play everything out. Yeah. Let's see what it reveals. Path to Exile. God damn it. Yeah, being able to counter basically everything for free is it's pretty good. Pretty good. Not gonna lie. Oh, really? We got a flood now, of all times. They've one card in hand. All we need to do is just draw something good off the top. Bedlam Reveler with no interaction will be fantastic. Come on, let's go. No, stop at the mountain. Oops, sorry, hitting the mic. I'm baiting my good friend Mike Ruffone over here. I'm sorry, Mike. Well, I mean, it's what I asked for, but like, they've got 2 cards in hand. Let's see what happens. What does it reveal? Omen of the Sea. Please don't have a counter. Please don't have a counter. Please don't have a... Oh, it resolves. It resolves. Alright, well, land. Oh, it's Owner of the Sea is revealed on top? Okay, so I need to wait. Yeah. I need to wait. Oh, that's not great. That's fine, though. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Whew. What you got? Monastery Mentor? Okay, sure. Yep. God, we gotta kill that. We gotta kill that like yesterday. I'm attempting it now because they can cast Omen of the Sea here and try and set it up, but I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna go. Monastery Mentor is how we die by the looks of it. Yep, yeah, it was countered. Oh god, that's rough. Another Omen of the Sea on top. That means Manamorphose is locked out for this turn too. God, I hate counterbalance. Oh my god. Got a path again. Jesus Christ. Yep. 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 Okay, I found my new most hated deck. New most hated deck. Wow. Yep. Alright, crash through. Reveal the Omen of the Sea on top. You go do that. Oh, Lord. Sure. I'm gonna stop them in their upkeep. Oh no, I'm gonna stop them. Well, no, actually. Yeah, this is bad. This is very bad. Not good. Not good. Do I let this resolve and then Manamorphose? I think I do. I guess it depends on how they scry. One on top, one on bottom. Let's Manamorphose now. Archmage's Charm, that's fine. Oh, let's go red. Okay. Okay, gonna stop them in their upkeep. Archmage's Charm. Oh no, this stops it. Yeah, we can't do it now because they're gonna draw that Archmage's Charm, and then in their upkeep we can't Lava Dart because they'll have a counter spell. Jeez, they're like hard locking us here. I guess it's fine that they lose these prowess triggers on their turn, but this don't feel good. I'm not gonna lie, this does not feel good. Two on top. Yeah, it's bad. Very bad for us. Yeah. Yeah, we can't do anything about this now. Jesus. Oh. I guess we forced them to use the counter. Counterbalance was revealed, okay. Yeah, they're gonna Archmage's Charm, and actually, if they Archmage's Charm and draw 2 cards, they'll actually just be so far ahead. I don't think they needed to counter target spell, to be honest. But we're basically dead here. I'm gonna F6. Just see how they get on. But yeah, JTMS resolves, I guess. They're drawing 3, putting 2 back on top. That's not good. That is not good for us. See, what's weird is it can weirdly protect itself, because it could put a 1-mana spell back on top now, and if we draw a bolt and bolt this, they can just reveal it and be like, well, lol. Like, they can just bounce this with Jace even, so. They chose not to use counterbalance. That's interesting. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead. They're all gonna grow. It's gonna be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We can't block. We'll have to block the biggest one, Monastery Mentor, whichever. Okay, so post board. Now that I look at it, I do still actually think we play roughly the same here. We could bring in a K return for the mentors, but that's risky because it's 2 damage and they've got prowess as well. So I don't like where that idea is going. So yeah, I think it's just run it back as is. Oh, you bet I'd love to play first. We're gonna have to molt, no land. Oh god. This is probably a mull as well. I mean, if we draw 1 land, it's not too bad because we can at least like bolt light up the stage. Yeah, but it's real risky though. I'll multi 5. This is a keep. I'll put back Steamkin and Soulscar Mage. If anything's gonna win, this is a 5 that's gonna win. Don't have the path. Please don't have the path. Or have maybe just 1 path. And then have me draw a 3rd Swift Spirit. That'd be nice. Do, 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 do. Okay, they're probably just going to opt on end step. So land. No, land, please. Ooh. Yep. This is a matchup where I'm both glad and sad that blue and red elemental blasts are not in the format. In before turn 2 counterbalance again. Yes! Their mana is terrible. Let's get them. Land. Land. Oh, triple Swifty. Okay, sure. I'll go with it. If there's a way to get them dead, it's triple Swift Spear. So this is 3, 6, 9, 12. We can kill them next turn if they don't have ways to deal with stuff. They're gonna have to shock if they have a path. Ooh, I like it. If this is a timely, really? Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, that's backbreaking. Land. Okay. At least this is something. Kill one. I'm going to yield to this for sure. Boop. I'm actually going to sack a land here as well. We had to have the double lava dart, but we had it. So, alright, take 12. Go to 5. Sweeper or bust, opponent. Sweeper or bust. I mean, if they get that and they opt, that's pretty good. But it's also not, probably not enough. It buys them a turn. It buys them 1 turn. But they have to do it like right now. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah. That's pretty good. I'm going to... Oh, should I bolt them here or should I wait? I think I should wait. Oh, God. They hold on by the skin of their teeth. Absolute skin of their teeth. They have to timely. They have to timely. They can't not. Yeah. Which means I can't really do much else this turn. They could try and set up a counterbalance, but I don't think that's going to be very good. So if I... I bolt them. Go to combat. Attack all. Flashback lava dart on one of these, sacking a mountain. Like, they're probably going to get the timely again next turn because they can crack the fetch for another Mystic Sanctuary, which, by the way, is an incredibly poorly designed magic card, specifically for this kind of thing. If they're going to path, I'm pretty happy, to be honest, if that's what they're going to end up doing here. Yeah, that's nowhere near as good for them as putting timely back on top would be, but I'll take it. Like, unless they have another timely, that was a mistake, I think. But, doing this post-combat to basically force them into action. Alright, so, cool. They're reasonable cards to have. There's a free prowess trigger, and that's another threat, so... I can be on board with this. Counterbalance, sure. Sure. They don't have anything in the graveyard that can stop Manamorphose. So I kind of like that. I kind of like that a lot as well. I think what I want to do here is I want to run the risk of the Manamorphose. If this does not hit, it was Terminus. Okay, that's fine. Well, it's not fine, but like, you know. Red, red. Now what we can do is we can kind of force them into stuff here. So if I go to play Soulscar Mage, for example, they now have the opportunity to fetch Flooded Strand and put the path on top. But they didn't. Okay, interesting. Oh wait, no, don't do, yeah, there we go. So they have to have a way to draw the. They have to have a way to draw the thing now. Yeah, honestly, I wasn't expecting a terminus on top. I didn't see if they had the opportunity to set that up or not, but it's unfortunate that that was the case. I mean, yeah, make them do it. Make them do it. They got an opt or something. Omen. Yeah, they got an omen. That's fine. That's fine. Yep, we're getting terminus. Feels bad. Feels bad to get sorcery sweeper. Any order. That's fine. At least they're still in the deck. We can get there eventually. Yeah, so I'm just gonna pass turn. The way they played tells me they have another timely, to be honest. Yeah, it doesn't seem that they set that up that way, so it's very interesting. This is my best opportunity with this on the stack. Let's see what we can do. Fingers crossed. Island. You gotta have a counter in hand. If you have one, you probably do. But just in case you don't. Yeah, they have something. Yeah, counter draw. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, it was like our best shot. It was our best shot. Yep. They're gonna put timely back on top, and then we just can't win. Yeah, we just can't win now. That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Counterbalance Rex. That's such a feel bad card. Oh my god. There's so many ways to make that unfun. Yeah, they go to 8. Pretty heavy. What can we draw here to be in any way good? Well, not really that, but hey, let's draw a card. There was a bolt. There's a bolt we needed. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah. And response bolt you. Don't know what it's going to reveal, but we'll see. Misty Rainforest, sure, you get bolted. They're drawing 2 off this, so I know that one of the things they drew is a Misty Rainforest, and the other's an unknown. but we'll see. We'll see what it is. And a Scalding Tarn. So we know that the other one is a Misty. They should have played the Misty first here, to be honest then, if we knew what it was. Feels like that was a mistake on our opponent's part, but I imagine they have 4 Mystic Sanctuary in that deck, so yeah. Let's just cast this. Yep. Let's just yield to that, because we're probably not going to get to interact much with that. Path was revealed. God damn it. Oh, this is a pounding. It's going to fetch and put Timely back on top. Okay. Not doing much, not doing a whole lot here. Bolt. Sure. Just gonna hang on to these, I guess. For now. I'm gonna just bolt their face right now, I guess. Yep. So they're at 1, but they're about to gain 6 and go to 7. Oof. Alright. They are so close to being killed. And they've gained so much life. They've gained 18 life so far, and I still have them down to 7. Sorry, minimum 18 life. It's a redraw, I guess. Jeez. Yeah. Weirdly, not flooding, but not drawing gas either is pretty bad. Pretty bad for us. If they drop something like a Mentor and then I make like 1 dead drop, then I'm going to concede, because we're going to be pretty borked at that point. So Anamorphose isn't a dead draw, but it's as good as countered for the most part. But we'll see. Reveal path. Jeez, that's the second path they have. He's locking this up. Wow, spell snare. All right. Yep. This is a slow death. Opponent, if you want to just play a win con there, any day now would be great. Run 4 Hallowed Fountain in the deck. It seems excessive, but sure. Okay. Combat Step. Not something they use a whole lot by the looks of it. Wow, all these redraws. I mean, it is the best thing we can draw, but at the same time, what are the chances they have a counterspell now? Extremely high. Wow. Well, they have a path, so we know that much for sure. I guess they're just gonna pass it. That's fine. Yep, that's okay. Yep. We've lots of stuff in the deck that can win us the game for sure. Like more Bedlam Revelers would be great, but they just have such recursive ability here. Like they could even just like Cryptic, bounce Mystic Sanctuary, draw a card, so then they can just play Mystic Sanctuary, put like Timely back on top again, loop it again. Jace, sure. Gotta start looking at the top of my deck. They're going to put one of their paths back on top, I think, because they don't need it right now. We know they have 2 paths in hand. Well, they used one to get rid of the Reveler. But if they put one on top, it means that they're going to counter stuff like this. All those 1-mana spells. So they don't plan on fetching it away by the looks of it, so that's a sign anyway. Alright, Mountain, Steamkin, I guess. It'll give us the highest payoff if it works, so. Another Spell Snare maybe? Okay, cool. Cool. Let's see if it's worth it. Because they could have something on top for this. Yeah, they put an opt back on top. That's fine. Alright, well, let's Metamorphose. If they counter all 3 things in this hand, I will be one sad boy. Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay. Okay, sure. This is real sad. We're so close. We're so tantalizingly close. We've like half our deck left. All we need to do. I mean, we'll win on time by the looks of it so far. But who knows? Put a card on the bottom. It was probably gas. That's interesting to know. Probably drawing another land now then. Soulscar is a card. It's unlikely that it does not just get countered here. Opting before doing the thing, that doesn't seem like the thing to do. Unless you don't have a counter for it. Okay. If they leave 2 on top, then we know it's getting countered. But if not, it could still just get countered because they could just draw a counter spell. One top, one bottom, so it's not guaranteed, but it could be a counter spell that they drew off the top. Jesus. Yeah, so we could win by time, maybe, which is offensive for this kind of deck, to be honest. They put 1 on top, 1 on the bottom. Yeah, they're gonna reveal they chose not to use counterbalance? Oh, it's probably like a terminus. Okay, sure. Then yeah, this is all pointless. Here we go. They're going to draw step, reveal, terminus, I would say. Oh, Jesus. Entreat the Angels? Alright, yeah, sure. That works. Yep. I forgot that was a card. Completely forgot that was a card. Wow. Keeping up cryptic mana? Sounds about right. And they don't even need any more than that, to be honest, either. So, yeah, they're just going to put 1 mana spell back on top of the library and then we're locked out. That's heavy. Rough stuff. Right, last chance. What do we draw? Probably a land. Metamorphose. Not strictly game over just yet, but probably. JTMS on top. Okay, weird thing to have on top there, but alright. Red, probably drawing into a land. Swift Spear? No, won't do it. Oh well. Oh well. that was an unfortunate game to end on. But yeah, so counterbalance. Counterbalance is a game or is a deck. I forgot about that, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. All right, so that was the deck. Anyway, deck is super sweet. It was unfortunate that we allowed our blue white terminus counterbalance opponent there to get the hooks in, but it was a great showing overall. Steamkin pulled us out of, I think, 2 different scenarios where we otherwise wouldn't have won. Yeah, it's like I've been playing this for ages. I don't have a whole lot else to add to it. It's really good. The Bone Crushers felt pretty good, much better than the random Burst Lightnings that would have otherwise been added, or Fork Bolts. So that's pretty good. Swifty and Soskar still just as good as ever, and the rest of the deck is pretty much hasn't been touched or changed for the entire time that it's existed, really. Sideboard might need a little bit of changing around. I personally like making the sideboard more grindy, so when you come up against stuff like Blue White Control or Jund or whatever, you have definitely good matchups, particularly in the face of stuff like Monastery Mentor and what's it called? Timely. In fact, I have my sideboard here from my paper setup of this. It's actually just right beside me. The cards that I have in here, just for points of reference, I've got Dragon Claws, I've got a Braids. I'm trying one Blitz of the Thunder Raptor. I believe it to be pretty good. I have one Shenanigans as a recursive way to deal with Chalice of the Void. I have the one Blood Moon, though at the moment it's not particularly good, so I'd probably remove it. I have 3 Bone Crushers sideboard. I've no Bone Crushers mainboard. Then I have 1 Dismember, 2k Return, and 3 Season Pyromancer as well. So that is the sideboard for myself. Nate Fenley, what's happening, dude? I'm actually I'm just signing off. I've literally just finished playing, and I actually went over. But yeah, we were playing Mono Red Prowess in Modern. It's still fun. It's still good. So that's nice to know. But yeah, it was some good games. Some enjoyable stuff. Gonna flop over to my face right now. I need a bit of a trim, maybe. Bit of a shave. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming along. If you're not yet subscribed to me either here or on YouTube, please do so at Savantier. Same with follow me over on Twitter. If you can, there are links over there and down below to my Patreon, to coffee, to all sorts of stuff down there as well. So yeah, hit me up. And if you want to chat further or anything, I'm over on Twitter, like I said. And this video, if you missed any of it, you can rewatch it in a few minutes, or you can watch it again on YouTube tomorrow. So that is going to be it for myself this evening. I hope you all had fun. I certainly did. My toe is still swollen and really sore, so I'm going to go tend to that now, along with some dinner. But until next time, which would be Friday. Friday is the next time I'll be streaming. Take it easy, stay safe, wash your goddamn hands, and keep wearing a mask. Don't be an idiot going, oh, I don't need a mask anymore. You do. Shut up. Just do it. Like, there's no skin off your nose. Like, just do it. And and keep on janking.